Good morning, my loves. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, it is Monday morning and it is currently, I think, almost 7:30 in the morning. So that means I am here to show you guys my current morning routine. I don't know if I would call this my typical college morning routine, only because my one and only class this morning actually got canceled, but I still have to go to campus to do some other things, but I don't have to be on campus until like 12 now. So I have a bit of a slower morning. Like usually I do wake up earlier, like around 6. So off the bat, this is already like not my typical routine, but it still kind of includes everything I would do. The only difference is that I have more time this morning. So I thought I would show you guys because since my class got canceled and I'm not really like in a time crunch, I figured it would be the perfect morning to actually vlog, because every time I need to vlog anything, it takes me like 10 times longer to do. As much as I do love filming, it does make everything like slower. So welcome back. I know I haven't vlogged in a minute. I honestly missed picking up the camera so much. I'm so excited. Today is April 21st, I believe. This is going to be my last full week of classes, and then next week my last day of classes is like on Wednesday, so I only have like half a week next week and then it's finals. So we are just in the last stretch of the semester, and I know most of you guys that watch me are also students, so I'm sure you understand why I haven't really been vlogging, because it's just been nonstop classes, homework, final projects, all that stuff. And I'm also just doing a bunch of other stuff as well, like prepping for graduation. I'm participating in my school's fashion show this semester, so I've also just been doing a lot outside of my classes as well. But it's all been very exciting and I can't believe I'm about to graduate soon. But anyways, I just wanted to welcome you guys back. As you can see, I already went ahead and brushed my teeth. I got these little eye patches on and I did my little overnight curls. I don't know how they came out because I recently cut my hair, not a lot, like literally an inch or two I think, but I don't know, I might have to fix it. I just wanted to take them out because I feel like after having them in all night it gets kind of annoying and I do wake up kind of wanting to rip them out of my hair. Also, I don't usually take out my heatless curls until like I'm literally about to head out the door, but since I'm not really going anywhere right away today after I get ready, I was like, I'll just take them out now and maybe I'll just fix it a little bit later because I feel like the top always comes out a little funky. Anyways, with that being said, I'm going to carry on with my morning routine. Usually after I get up and I kind of refresh myself a little bit, brush my teeth, which is always the first thing I have to do, by the way. I cannot stand morning breath. Now I'm back in my room and I'm going to make my bed right away so I don't get back in it like I am now. And then we're going to make some breakfast, so let's do it. How cute is this little teddy bear that I was sent from Get a Hug? They sent me it as an Easter gift because Easter was yesterday, so happy late Easter to those who celebrate. But so cute, and it's like a little jointed teddy bear. I'm just dying over the outfit right now. She's so cute. So if you guys want to buy one for yourselves or they make the perfect gift for anyone else, you guys can use my code. I can't remember it off the top of my head, so I'll just put it on the screen, but they're just so cute because you can really personalize and customize them by buying like different outfits. So yeah, not sponsored, but I just thought I'd show you guys since I'm making my bed and I just had to show you. Bed is made. I don't always spread my throw blanket like all over the bed like this, but since I know I'm gonna be gone all day later, sometimes I feel like Princess tends to dirty the blanket with like her bones, or like if she was just eating or something, like I don't know, sometimes she gets the comforter dirty, or the quilt I should say, so I just like to throw on like this blanket on top of it so she doesn't get like the main quilt dirty. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but do you like my new little sunrise alarm clock? This isn't a Hatch, it's from Amazon, but it's not a Hatch. It's from a different brand. again, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll have it linked in my storefront. It is literally such a good dupe for the hatch. It was only like $60, I believe, and it literally works the exact same way. Like you can put on like cool little lights and colors. There's different sounds. Like I literally get to wake up to like birds chirping and like ethereal music. So love that. And then obviously it does like the actual sunrise effect, and it also works as a Bluetooth speaker. So whenever I'm like cleaning my room, I just connect my phone to it and blast music. I love it. It's the best dupe ever. And now my camera like doesn't want to focus. So let's go to the kitchen and just make some breakfast. Boiling some eggs right now, and then I also have these sausage links. They have 7 grams of protein and they're really easy to make. You literally just throw them in the air fryer. So I'm gonna make 2 of these. While my food is cooking, I really want to show you guys my favorite little coffee recipe. My favorite cup to use for my coffee. It's like this glass mug from TJ Maxx. So let me show you guys what I use. I always like to start off with some whole milk. This is just the lactate 2% reduced fat milk. I'm not really picky when it comes to milk. Honestly, just any whole milk or oat milk is what I like to use most of the time. I don't really use any other kind of milk, but with this, just kind of fill it up like, I don't know, like that much, like a quarter of the cup, almost half. I don't really use like precise measurements to make my coffee. I kind of just eyeball everything. Basically just add like a good amount of whole milk, and then this is my favorite coffee creamer on planet Earth. This is the Coffee Mate hazelnut flavor creamer. It's the best thing ever. Such like a cozy flavor. So I just add like a good dash of it. I love about this creamer too is it's so like sweet on its own. Like you don't really have to add that much sugar after you make the coffee. Once I have my little milk and creamer concoction in here, I'm just gonna throw this in the microwave for about a minute to heat up the milk. Also just realized I had you guys next to the air fryer the whole time that I was talking, so I hope it wasn't too loud. Okay, I have the milk heated up now, so I'm just going to add the coffee, which I know I didn't show you guys how to make the actual coffee itself, which is a little funny, but it's actually really easy. I just use the greca, or like little coffee pot. I don't even know what you would call this in English, but I just like my good Dominican coffee. So if you don't know how this works, basically you just fill the bottom part with water, and then there's like a tin part that goes like on top of it that you fill with the coffee powder, and then you just put it on the stove. It rises up and makes coffee. So it's really easy. So I'm just gonna take this, and like I said, I kind of eyeball everything, so I kind of just pour until it's like the color I like. And like I said, the creamer is pretty sweet on its own, so I only add like a small spoonful of sugar. I know some people might think that my coffee is really light, but I do like more of like a latte, or I guess you can say I just don't really like super strong coffee, and I'm definitely a sweet coffee girly. But okay, and then for toppings, this is my favorite cold foam ever. It is also by Coffee Mate. It's just their French vanilla cold foam. So I'm just gonna add this on top. Okay, and then one last little thing that I do to top off my coffee is I sprinkle some cinnamon on top of the cold foam. Not only does it just make the coffee look cute, but once it actually melts into the coffee, it just gives it the most like yummy cinnamon hazelnut flavor. It's so good. And that is my coffee recipe. Let's see if I made it good today. Yeah, that's perfect. Because it's so easy to make, I feel like it's so reliable. Like it pretty much comes out the same way every day. So I love it. Okay, here is breakfast. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but since it's very protein packed, it's actually really filling. I would definitely add some fruit to this, but we currently don't have any. We need to go grocery shopping. Okay, I just ate breakfast and washed my face, as you guys can see. So now I'm just gonna finish off my morning skincare. I use the Youth to the People face wash, which I've been loving. I love it for the morning specifically because it just feels very lightweight and refreshing. So now I'm just back in my room in my vanity, and I'm going to apply the Bioma Milky Toner. I've been loving this the past couple of months. It's actually a really good dupe for the Rhode Blazing Milk because I tried it like last year, but it didn't really work that well for my skin. But I really wanted to try a toner that was like really hydrating, and I remember my friend telling me Bioma was like really good for sensitive skin, which I know Rhode is also supposed to be good for sensitive skin, but it didn't really work for me for some reason. But I've been using this and it's really good. My skin is not that happy with me right now. I know it's kind of hard to tell with the camera because it has a blurring filter, but I think it's just from all the school stress, honestly. So I'm like breaking out a little bit, but also is this like too bright? I feel like it's too bright. I like shut the curtain because it kind of makes the lighting look weird, like when I'm sitting here and sitting in front of the window. So I just closed it for now and I'm using my little Amazon light. But I'm gonna go in with my Heritage Store rose water and glycerin spray. I feel like it kind of wakes me up. Also, call me extra, but I got this fan before spring break and now I just love using it to help me dry down my skincare a little bit, and it just feels so good. I still have a lot of my coffee left. I'm sorry if you guys hear any background noise. Princess is like being annoying and barking for no reason in the living room, and my parents are also talking. But I like to go in with a serum. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge. I feel like I say that so weird. Like, I don't know why I can't say those two words together. Moisture Surge. Try saying it like really fast, it's kind of hard. Anyways, this is just their active glow serum. I was sent this a while ago because you guys didn't know, I am a Clinique ambassador for the semester, and as part of our ambassadorship, this was one of our gifts. I love it so much. It's perfect for makeup prep especially, and I'm probably gonna put on a little bit of makeup. I don't wear too much for school, but I do like a very light everyday makeup routine, and just using this underneath just makes my skin like so radiant. And I think I've said this before on my TikTok, but I really love using like super glowy products for my morning skincare, because since I don't really like to wear that much makeup to school, I feel like if I do my skincare really good, then I don't really have to do as much with the makeup, you know what I mean? I love this product, and I only use it in the morning since I feel like it's really good for makeup prep. At night I use this Caudalie one. It's the Vino Perfect Brightening Dark Spot Serum. This is so good for like evening out my skin tone. Got it for the first time when I went to Paris, and I wish I bought like 10 of them when I was there because it's so much more expensive here, but I just like using this Clinique one in the morning because it's nice and glowy. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with an eye cream. I know the label's like coming off, but this is the Innisfree Green Tea Eye Cream Wake Up Gel. I literally forgot what it's called because the label literally has rubbed off, but I love it so much. I was using the Caudalie Vino Perfect eye cream for a while because I actually bought the serum in like a set. It came with this, the eye cream, and like the little moisturizer. I honestly don't know if the eye cream really did anything for me. Yeah, but I continued to just use it anyways until it ran out, and now I'm just back on my usual eye cream, which is this Innisfree one, and I love it. It's very hydrating. I don't know if it really like brightens my dark eyes. I don't think any product really does. Unfortunately, I feel like my dark circles are just genetics. Like what I use, nothing's ever really gonna get rid of them, but I feel like the one thing I can do is just help with like the actual bags and like fine lines, and this really helps with that because it's really moisturizing. Okay, and then for moisturizer, you guys already know this is like gold in a little pot for me, my Innisfree Green Tea Hyaluronic Cream. Literally been using this for the longest time now, and it's my favorite moisturizer on earth. So moisturizing. Innisfree once again. I mean, what's new? You guys know I love Innisfree. This is their daily UV defense sunscreen. It has SPF 36, and this is my favorite sunscreen ever. Like, I have been actually experimenting and using like other like Korean skincare SPFs, and I love all of them as long as they're Korean based, because I feel like those are the only ones that like are really moisturizing and glowy and don't leave you with a white cast. But this one specifically from Innisfree will always take like #1 for me. I think I got this like jumbo size of it last summer when I went to Seattle, and it's still lasting. Like, it has such a good amount in here. This is definitely still gonna last me until like the end of the year probably, so it makes me really happy because I remember I didn't even know that they had a jumbo size, and I literally felt like I was in heaven because that's how much I love this sunscreen. Okay, that is pretty much my morning skincare. Last step is just adding a little bit of something on my lips. I usually just go in with my CeraVe healing ointment. I love this stuff. It's kind of just like Aquaphor. I kind of switch between the two. I feel like this healing ointment from CeraVe is a little like thinner than Aquaphor. Like, it's not as thick. I don't know how to really describe it, but they're both like the same thing. They're just both healing ointments. And so I just use that on my lips. I'm definitely gonna have to fix my hair because it just came out like so weird. I don't know. I don't really do the curling rods anymore. I like to do those rope curls because I feel like those always come out better. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup now right after doing my skincare. I mean, I do like to let it sit for like a minute at least, but because I do really light makeup, I find it better when I do it like right after doing my skincare because my skin is just in its most hydrated and glowy state right now. So when I put like the makeup on top of it, it just sits so nicely. So let me show you guys my everyday makeup routine routine that I do for college. I actually have to go wet my beauty blender really quick, so let me go do that. Okay, I wet my beauty blender. This is just the Real Techniques one. It's my favorite makeup sponge ever. It's the only one I use. So we are just gonna get started. Actually, before I put on any actual makeup, I feel like I need to pluck my eyebrows a little bit. I just hate being in that stage where like your eyebrows are starting to grow out a little bit, but it's not enough to like actually go and get them done. Like, I mean, there's definitely hair, but it's like, I don't know if I feel like spending like $12 to go and remove these little bits of hair. You know what I mean? I feel like they look much better now, just a lot cleaner. So now we can actually get into the makeup. So I always like to start with my Say Beauty Glowy Super Gel. This is in the shade Star Glow, and I love it. It's basically just like a nice little glowy base that you can put on before your makeup, and I feel like by putting this on, I don't even have to like apply highlighter because look at that glow. It is so good, because like I said, I'm not even gonna put that much on top of this after. Like, I'm just gonna put on concealer and like blush and bronzer and like a little bit of powder, but I make sure to only put the powder like under my eyes so the glow is still like on my cheeks. As you'll notice, I like to use a lot of cream products. Like, the only powder product I'll use is powder itself, because I don't want my skin to look really like dry or like chalky or anything like that. So I try to avoid using like any other like powder product on top of my face, like highlighter or like powder blush. I like to stick to the creams just because I feel like they're more hydrating. Now I'm just gonna go in with some brow gel. This is the Rare Beauty one. I love it so much. I wish it came in like a bigger tube, but it is a really cute little brow gel and it holds up pretty well. And so this is literally all I do for my brows, just like a nice clear gel. I don't like to fill them in or everything for like an everyday look. I just keep it very simple. Like, okay, for concealers, I'm gonna go in with two. They're the same concealer, just different shades. These are both just the Armani Beauty Luminous Silk concealers, and these are perfect for an everyday look because they're just very lightweight, very like glowy. They leave a nice natural finish. And so I'm going in first with the shade number 6, which is closer to the shade of like my actual skin tone, and this is just gonna be more to like even out my skin tone and just like any hyperpigmentation, blemishes, spots. I obviously do kind of put it under my eyes too, just to kind of get a little bit of coverage going there. But then I'm gonna go in with this shade. This is 5.75 to brighten because it's a lot lighter, and this I will usually only apply like right under my eyes. But first I'm gonna wait for this to dry down a little bit and blend it out, and then I put this one on top. Okay, once that concealer is all blended out, like I said, now I'm just gonna go in with the lighter shade. This is shade number 5.75. So it's really like barely a shade lighter than the other one I just used, but it is lighter. And so I only like to put this right under my eyes to highlight and brighten. And then I swear I have a concealer for like every purpose, but I'm gonna go in with a different one just to kind of cover up this blemish I have going on here. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. This has more of like a natural to like matte skin finish. It has really good coverage, so I really like to use it for like spot concealing, like any blemishes. I'm just gonna put it right in that area to cover blemish up. And I also have one going on here, like literally just spot conceal anything I find. But looks like that's about it. So for these concealers especially, I really like to make sure that they dry down for like a good minute or so, because then the coverage will just be better once I blend it. So while I wait, I'm going to multitask a little bit and bronze while I'm letting them dry down. So this is actually the Rhode blush. It's in the shade Teddy, which is like a very, almost like a burnt dark orange brownish color. I like to bronze using this, which means to use blush and bronzer like as one product, because technically it is a blush, but it's kind of like a bronzy color. So I actually just like to apply this like really far out on my cheeks so that it goes like on my cheekbones as well. I feel like this method also really helps you look really like tan and like sun-kissed. Like every time I bronze, my friend is always telling me like I just look like I just came back from the beach. Like, what did I just put on my face? So I kind of blend it in a way, like I said, so it's going on to my cheek and my cheekbone. And I do this more to bronze more than blush though, because I'm still gonna go in with like a more pinky blush. This is just more of like my bronzer to me than anything, but it is technically a blush. So I like to take some more with my brush just to apply it to my forehead, make things more even. Okay, and then by now the concealer is kind of dried down enough to start blending, so I'm actually gonna blend in the Fenty concealer that I kind of put on my blemishes first. And as you can see, I like to use a brush for this because I feel like it doesn't take off the concealer sponges, I do feel like kind of absorb the product sometimes, which leaves you with less coverage. The difference, like that Fenty concealer is like one of my ride or dies, I swear. Now I'm just gonna go in with my sponge to blend in the Armani concealer under my eyes. And I try to be really precise when blending the lighter shade. Like I try to really only keep it in that under eye area, so it just brightens things up a little bit more. Sometimes I like to just go in and apply it to like other areas of my face where I feel like I have like little dark lines or just dark areas of my face, and just brighten everything up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a more pinky blush. You guys just saw I used that Rhode Toasted Teddy blush as more of like my bronzer, but now I'm gonna go in with more of a pinky blush. This is probably my favorite cream liquid blush ever. It's the Say Beauty Dew blush in the shade Chili. I think I got this like last winter, and it is so pretty. A little bit on the nose, and I'm just gonna go in with that same blush brush. And obviously this, I just focus more on like the actual apples of my cheeks. And I don't know why I like to do this. I kind of like to take what's left on the brush after I blend what's on my cheek, and I kind of like swipe it a little bit over my eye. I don't know if it kind of gives me like a little eyeshadow effect, but I don't know. Or it just kind of gives you like a flushed look. I just like the way it looks, honestly. I don't even really have an explanation for it. And that is basically my base. So now I'm just gonna kind of lock everything in place with powder. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow powder. Perfect for every day because it has like a very lightweight glowy finish. It doesn't make my skin super matte because I feel like if it's a little like too matte, then it also looks like kind of dry. So I'm gonna take it with a little brush. I have to actually plug my camera in because it's about to die, even though I thought I charged it. So give me 1 second. Okay, I just put you guys on the charger, which I just don't even know why my camera's dying. Maybe I've been sitting here for longer than I thought, but I literally put my camera to charge the night before this. Anyways, like I said, I'm just gonna take the powder on this little Sephora brush. It's like very small and precise. I just kind of take it onto one side, and then it fits like perfectly under my eyes. So actually before I go in, I like to go in with my sponge and just smooth out any creases that might be there. And then I just go in and I only put this like under my eyes. I just like pat it. Like I don't drag it onto like the rest of my face or my cheeks because I want to like keep that glow that I have going on there. But since I do have like what 2 layers of concealer on, I do like to make sure I go in and set that, or else it's just gonna crease really badly. I also just love setting the under eyes only because it kind of gives it like that blurring effect. Go in around the mouth area, basically just all the places that I put concealer. So I just need to set those areas really well, and my forehead definitely, because I do not like the look of a shiny forehead. I know it seemed like a lot of steps because I was just explaining everything in depth, but it really is just like a very natural, lightweight look for every day. Like this is like one of those bases that you could do like no mascara, just put on your lip combo and still be out the door. However, I do like the look of mascara, so I am gonna put on mascara, but I feel like you could do this for like a no mascara look, like if you want it to be really natural. But I am gonna put a little something on my eyes. So I'm gonna go in with my Ancient KKW palette. Everyone knows Kim doesn't even have this brand anymore because obviously she doesn't have West in her name anymore. This doesn't even stay in the thing anymore. Like this is a ride or die for me, and I'm pretty sure she has like a similar palette now, like in her new makeup line, or I think I've even seen like the same kind of palette by like Makeup by Mario. But I'm just like, why am I gonna get a new one if I still have these shadows going? Like only 3 of them have like actually ran out. This is hit pan, the rest of them are still intact. So until all of them are gone, I'm not buying another eyeshadow palette, I'm sorry. But I'm literally just using that cream shade all over my lid to kind of set that concealer that I put over it. And then I just like to go in with like the warm brown, like bronzy color. You could even use like an actual bronzer for this. Sometimes I do that, but I'm literally just going to put that in my crease just to warm up my eyes and give it a little bit of depth. If I don't put some sort of like bronzy shade in my crease, I feel like my eyes just look bald. So I do that. That's it. Really, really light little eyeshadow look. Now I'm just gonna go in and curl my lashes. This is my little, is this Wet n Wild? Yeah, my Wet n Wild lash curler. She has also been with me forever. It seems like this is like also ancient, and I think it's definitely time to get a new one, but I don't know, she never fails me. My natural lashes have gotten so long, it's crazy. Definitely recommend just using a lash serum and staying consistent with it because it is so worth it. Like I used to wear half lashes like every day, I don't even do that anymore. Not that that's like a bad thing to do, obviously. I'm just saying that to like compare to now how crazy it is that my lashes have gotten long enough to the point that I don't even do that anymore, because I could never go a day without my fake lashes before. But ever since I actually decided to start taking care of my lashes and using a lash serum to help them grow more, I now only stick to wearing mascara every day. And then I'll still wear fake lashes for like more glam looks or like events and stuff, but it has definitely made my everyday routine a lot easier not having to deal with like using fake lashes anymore, because I used to feel like that was the only way that it looked like I had lashes. Anyways, I just went in with some lash primer. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise one, and while the lash primer actually sets, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lip combo. I do this exact lip combo every single day without fail, so let me show you guys. You guys have probably seen it a million times before, either like on my TikTok or sometimes I always post it on my Instagram story, but obviously I'm still gonna show you guys here on the video. I like to start off with a lip stain. I don't know if my camera's focusing that good, but this is the CoverGirl Outlast lip stain in the shade 65 Natural Blush. I like to kind of go in and use it as like a lip liner first. I don't really use this like super precisely. I just kind of like line the lips, and then I'll fill them in just a little bit, not too much, because I still kind of like the natural color of my lips to seep through, but this just kind of enhances the color because it just gives it a little bit more of a like blush tint. So I go in with that first. Now I'm just gonna go in with my favorite brown lip liner ever. This is the Refi Lip Sculpt, I think is what it's called, in the shade Sepia, and this I will be like really precise with. It's a dark lip liner. So I just put that on, and then I'll kind of go in with my finger just to kind of blend in the inner part of it. Okay, and then last thing for my lips, I always just finish off with some Rhode lip peptide treatment. This is in the shade Ribbon, which is the pink one, but it is just like a lip tint, so it's not like super pigmented or anything. It does come up really pink if you put on like a lot, but I just like to put on a little bit. I actually don't really like super glossy lips on myself. I prefer more of like a natural finish or even just matte, but for an everyday look, just because everything's like really glowy, I do like to apply a little bit of lip balm. Okay, we're gonna go back to the eyes now that the lips are done, and I'm gonna use my Tarte tubing mascara. I love tubing mascara. I remember I was like really intrigued by it like when I first got this. I think I got this in like a goodie bag from an event or something, and I was like, tubing mascara, like what the hell is that? And I remember I looked it up on TikTok, and I feel like I probably couldn't explain it better than like some of the TikToks do, but it basically creates like this special coat around like the lash. Like it literally says what it's called. Like it creates like a tube around your lash, so when you remove it, it like flakes off. Like it doesn't smudge, which is literally the #1 reason I love it. Because like, let's say I forget I have makeup on and I like rub my eye and I'm like, oh my gosh, like my eye probably has like black smudge like all over it, but with tubing mascara, it like flakes off and you can just brush it off, and it looks like nothing ever happened. So that is why I love it, because I do feel like I have a tendency to like still touch my face a lot even when I have makeup on, and so this just ensures that like nothing smudges or gets messy like on my face. So I love it. And even just the applicator and the mascara in general, this is such a good mascara. Like it makes my lashes so long. My mom is always asking me if I put on like little lash clusters or something because of how long it makes my lashes. Most days I don't really apply bottom mascara. Sometimes I do, and if I do, I like to go in with a brown mascara for my bottom lashes because it just looks softer. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in the chocolate color, and I'm trying to decide if I put on bottom mascara today. I think I'm not going to. I don't know. It really just depends on how I feel, but I think I'm gonna skip out on it today, and I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face. I was actually sent this like e.l.f. collab that they recently did with Tinder, like some of their products, and so this is their Situationship setting mist. This is like the funniest collab I've ever seen, but I love my e.l.f. setting spray, so I already knew I was gonna love this one. I don't know if it's the same formula honestly as like their regular ones. It could be, but even if it's a different formula, I already have been loving it. I hate like having to hold my breath after I set my face. I will say though, I think it is a different formula because the smell isn't the same as the regular setting sprays. Their regular one has like a much stronger, weirder smell. I just like to make sure that dries down. Okay, this is my everyday makeup that I do for college. Like I said, I know it seemed like a lot of steps, but I just wanted to really show you guys everything that I do because I feel like I haven't shown my everyday makeup routine in a little while, and I think it is just the perfect lightweight glowy look. Literally took me like 10 minutes, so yeah. I love it. All right, and now it's time to deal with this hair. Like I said, I feel like my heatless curls didn't really come out that good. Where's my brush? So I honestly don't really know what to do with it. I mean, I don't really have the energy to like fix it with the blow dryer or anything. So I'm just gonna give it like a good brush through. And I already put some serum in it. Like, I guess I could just fix the bangs. I don't know. I just don't have much energy these days to do anything in the morning. I think I'm honestly just gonna put it in like a half up, half down because I have a workout class later anyway. So it's probably gonna be better to just keep it out of my face. I'm gonna not put like any product in it though, like hairspray. Have you guys been seeing that like hairstyle with the claw clip? I think it's called like the Chelsea Park hairstyle. It's become like this whole thing on TikTok now, and it's basically just when you gather like the very top half of your hair. And I have to say, I have fallen victim to this because I do like the way it looks. I think some girl on TikTok said it was like the modern day version of like the Snicky hairstyle, because you basically just want to create like a little bump at the top of your hair and you're putting like the claw clip like really high up. Like, I don't even know. This definitely takes me a few tries at first, but it's like, I don't know. It's gonna take me a few tries, but I'm gonna get it. I think it's just a little harder to do right now because my hair is clean. I literally washed it and did it yesterday. I don't know if that's good. I'm probably gonna have to redo this, but this is basically the hairstyle we're just gonna go for today because I kind of just want it out of my face anyways, and I literally just don't have the energy to do anything else with it. So I am just gonna go ahead and get dressed now and then pack my bag. Let's get dressed. I'm probably gonna fix my hair up a little bit more to make it look more normal because I just don't even know what's going on right now. Okay, so since I have a workout class later, I figured it would just be best to literally just wear like a workout set to go to campus, just so I don't actually have to change later. And I feel like wearing a workout set to class, even if you're not actually going to work out, is still like the perfect outfit for class because it's just really comfortable. So I'm literally just wearing like this white workout set from Glow Mode. I can show you guys the full thing in a second in the mirror, but it's just like a cute white top and matching leggings. And like I said, it's from Glow Mode, which you guys can find them on TikTok shop. So their workout gear is super thick and good quality, but also affordable, which I love. So I think I'm gonna go with this, but I think I'm gonna throw on like a little sweater, obviously just to cover up a little bit because it's not super warm outside yet. And I just got my little Clinique on campus like ambassador sweater in the mail the other day. How cute is this? It just says Clinique on campus right there in the front, and then I didn't even see this at first, but on the sleeve it just says class of 2025. And I've gotten like merch like this for like different ambassadorships in the past, but I have to say I think this is my favorite one. Like, it is just so cute. I love the color. Okay guys, I am all dressed. I ended up fixing my hair a little bit with my shark, even though that's like exactly what I didn't really feel like doing. But I don't know, the heatless curls just didn't really come through today, which happens, it happens. So I just kind of went in with the shark and we're just gonna be rocking simple, good old straight hair today. I kind of like tucked it behind my ears because my bangs were just not even like fixable. And then I'm probably gonna be putting it up later for Pilates anyways. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do my other type of heatless curls that I like better tonight, like the ones that go down on the side, the rope curls, whatever you want to call them, but I feel like those never fail me. Here is my outfit for today. Like I said, just really comfy. My little Clinique on campus sweater that I was sent, and then my white workout set is from Glow Mode, which you guys can find them on TikTok shop. My boots are Cushionaire. If you guys want free shipping, be sure to use my code on the screen for Cushionaire. What are you doing? You want to get on the bed? Hello. So yeah, that is my outfit for today. Now I have to finish packing my bag. Actually, I think I have everything I need, but should I give you guys a little what's in my school bag? I think I should. Okay, so this is the bag I've been using recently for school. I was recently sent this from Backsmart. They're on TikTok shop and they make so many different types of bags. Like, this one's obviously really good for like school, work, the gym. They also make tons of other like travel bags and like things like that. So yeah, but they reached out to me on TikTok and wanted me to pick like from some options that they had for one of their tote bags. So I went with this one, and originally I was gonna use it as like a gym bag, but then I was like, I don't even go to a gym right now. Like, I just go to the workout classes on campus. So usually whatever I need is always just in my school bag. So I thought I would just switch over to using it as my school bag for a little while. Basically just until the end of the semester, because you guys know I usually use either my pink Longchamp or my brown bag from Mango for school. But this one is actually so comfy and like convenient. It has so many different like little convenient compartments, which I'll show you guys. Yeah, if you guys want to get this, I'll have it linked down below, and it is also in my TikTok shop showcase on my TikTok profile. Okay, really quick before I show you what's actually inside my bag, I just want to show you all the compartments that it has. So obviously first we have like the front compartment, which is kind of where I keep like just a bunch of like random essentials and like my wallet and stuff. And then it has 2 side pockets, and then there's obviously the like main compartment where I keep most of my stuff. But even in here, there's like this huge zipper pocket. There's like a little space to keep like your laptop. There's smaller pockets in here. I don't even know if you can see, but there's basically just a bunch of different compartments, and it's really good for like organizing everything. As you guys may notice, I do keep a couple of things on my back just to make it a little bit more cute. I have my little Jellycat croissant keychain that Andre got for me for Valentine's Day, and then I always have to keep a little clip on my bag. Even if I don't feel like I'm gonna need it, I feel like it always looks cute on bags. I got this one from a local shop in Camden Market when I went to London. It's so cute. I'm gonna show you guys what I keep in like the front compartment of the bag. I basically just keep like a bunch of like my most used essentials or things I'm just like constantly reaching for throughout the day, like my wallet. So I keep that in there. I have my Vicks, which I have definitely been reaching for a lot because of my allergies. My hand lotion, this one's from Cody. I have that. I always keep a gum on me. My lip combo, of course, literally the exact one that I'm wearing right now that I just showed you guys. My AirPods, I have them in this cute little case that I got from Shein. My sunglasses, I keep them in here because it has been a lot sunnier these days. Finally, I feel like spring is finally starting to spring. So sometimes it's nice to just have a little pair of sunnies to use when I'm walking around campus or sitting outside. This is a non-negotiable. Some hand sanitizer. I have a couple of these, but this is my favorite one. This is just the Touchland Glow Mist, and this one smells so good. I have a little bit of my CeraVe healing ointment in this little jar because sometimes I just want like a regular ointment or like a lip balm to put on. I don't always want to put on like a lip tint like the Rhode one. Like if I literally just want some like moisture on my lips, then I just like having some sort of plain simple ointment on me. Or even if like I cut myself or like I burn myself or something, because sometimes I'm like in the sewing studio and stuff, then this is always good to use on the skin for that. I'm not taking a sewing class now. I was taking one last semester, so that's kind of why I have one in my bag. But yeah, I also have my measuring tape. Again, just fashion student things. I actually got this one from Cider. It like came in an order that I got a long time ago. So that's everything that I keep in this little front compartment. For the side pockets, on one side I literally just keep like my chargers, so like my charger for my iPad and my MacBook. And in the other pocket, which it's not there right now because I'm about to put it there, I usually keep my water bottle. This is the Stanley Love Shack Fancy collab one. So cute. I always get so many compliments on this water bottle, so I'm literally just going to slide it in that other side pocket. Now I'm going to show you guys what I keep in the main compartment. So first and most important thing I obviously have to bring with me is my MacBook. It's pretty much where I do all of my work on, so nothing crazy, just my MacBook and the case, because I already know I'm probably gonna get a lot of questions on it. I got it from Etsy. She was a little pricey for a MacBook case, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean it is super cute. And so I kind of just keep this in like that little specific compartment where you can kind of slip your MacBook in. I have my folder. Usually I don't always have like a folder every semester because most of my classes, a lot of the work that we do is like, you know, on the computer, but I'm taking an Italian class right now, and a lot of the work that we do is obviously like written because that's like the best way to like learn another language. So we got a lot of like papers in this class. So this is literally just all of like my Italian work. Again, because we have to write a lot in Italian, I do have like a physical notebook for that class as well. I think I literally got this from like the dollar store. I don't know. I've never really used notebooks that much in college since we do everything on the computer now. So I wasn't really like out to get like a super fancy notebook or anything for this class. I just got like a little simple one that will fit easily in my bag. This, however, this I will always invest in. My planner or my agenda, whatever you want to call it. Of course, I get one every year, and this is my 2025 one. I got it from Target, and it is just so cute. It is like a monthly planner, but it also has a bunch of other things in it. Like you can plan out like number of steps, hours that you slept, water intake, because it's kind of like a wellness agenda as well. And it also has like quotes throughout it, and like at the end of each month you can like summarize some of like your wins, things that you've learned, things that you've tried, just like cute things like that. So it's also kind of like a wellness journal at the same time, which I love. And so I think this was like $20, but like I said, I like to invest in a good planner. It is literally what keeps my life so organized. I have my glasses in here. I do wear glasses, like prescription glasses, for distance, so whether it's like driving or being able to like see the board in class, I do have to wear some prescription glasses, and these are from Firmo. I can have them linked down below. They actually sent me these back in December as like a little birthday gift, and I love them so much. They remind me of like those really popular little Miu Miu glasses that everyone loves. And of course, I just keep them in like their little box so they don't get damaged. This is my pencil case. First of all, please don't mind how dirty she is. I have to like throw it in the wash or something because it just has like pencil stains all over it. But how cute is this little Rare Beauty pencil case? I think I got this from TikTok shop. It's like red in the inside. It is literally just the cutest thing ever. I think you can also use it as like a makeup case, but it is literally perfect for all of like my little pencils and my highlighters and all that. Okay, and I recently just got these because it's literally presentation and like exam season, so I feel like this is always when I always keep a stack of index cards in my bag for like my final presentations and stuff. Okay, and then I have a zipper pocket in here where I keep a couple of little gadgets. Not really, this is just a portable charger, and then this is my hard drive for like extra storage, mostly for content, but sometimes I do also store like school stuff on here if it's like a really big file or like a project and stuff like that, so I keep those on me all the time. I know it seems like my bag is never ending. I am definitely the Mary Poppins of all my friends. I always like to say I'm like a walking CVS. Like I literally just have everything. Some more like random essentials. This is just my favorite body mist. I love spraying this on throughout the day because it's really fresh and lightweight. Or like after my workout, I'm actually gonna spray some on right now because I just realized I didn't spray any perfume on, but this is just the Frenchie Cashmere Vanilla Soothe and Comfort Hair, Body, and Linen Mist. And I love that you can use it on your body and your hair. So good, and such a good scent for spring. Okay, and then I have this little like pouch from Kiannaley. I just keep some more essentials in here. This is like very random. It's kind of like one of those things that's like, it's like whatever goes in here, I don't think I ever end up like taking it out, so it really is just like a bottomless bag. I have my Tide pen. I don't think there's a day where I go without getting my clothes dirty, especially since I'm always wearing like light colors. I'm always bound to get myself dirty with something. I have a little Dove deodorant. What else? Oh, some perfume. This is Burberry Her. Literally so much stuff. It's also just that point of the semester where I'm almost done, so I just have like so much random stuff in my bag that I need to clean out, but I feel like this is probably fun for you guys to see. We have a little Tower 28 spray for your face. It just kind of helps keep it clean and refreshed. I have another Rhode lip balm. This is the Toast color, which is like nude. I have a little pot of Aquaphor. Don't even know why if I have my little CeraVe one there already, but like I said, bottomless bag at the moment. We have some nail glue, a little nail file. This is getting really random, but trust me, I am the friend that like has everything because you just never know when the girlies are gonna need something. I have like a little regular chapstick and then like this random NYX brown lip liner. I think I have it because like it's literally like the perfect lip liner shade for like anyone. So if anyone's ever like, does anyone have like lip liner? Like I am your girl. Like I have everything. You guys may call it having too much stuff in your bag. I call it looking out for the girlies. I also keep like this little random mini hairbrush floating around in my bag because sometimes, especially when my hair is like blown out because it's naturally curly, it can get a little puffy sometimes. So just kind of like to take this and like brush throughout the day so it doesn't get tangled. Okay, last couple of things, I promise. Feminine products, I always keep a couple of pads on me. This is my pill case. I bought this back in December, I think when I went to London and Paris, because I just wanted something to be able to keep all of my little like medications in. I don't take like any daily medications, it's just stuff like ibuprofen, allergy meds, Pepto-Bismol, all that stuff. Okay, and then last but not least, I have this little compact mirror. Perfect if I ever need to like touch up my makeup or like my lip combo or something. It is so cute. I actually don't know where it's from because my friend Mary Nicole gave this to me, so shout out to her if you're watching this video, but it is so cute. Okay, that is everything I keep in my school bag. Again, probably an unnecessary amount of stuff, but I'm always like that just in case type of person. And I feel like just being a girl, like I always just want to look out for other girls if they ever like need stuff. Like I will forever be that person that has the thing that either you forget or you just think nobody else has. Like I literally am CVS herself. So that is everything in my bag. Let me know if you guys want me to link anything like specific that I showed you guys. Obviously, like I said, I'm gonna have the bag itself linked down below. It's from TikTok shop. But now my bag is all packed and I'm ready to go. So like I said, since my first class got canceled, I actually don't really have to like leave right away. I think I'm gonna sit around, do some homework, and then head out soon. But I think I'm gonna end off the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for spending the morning with me. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing like, you know, everything that I typically do for my morning routine for college, at least. Morning skincare, the makeup, everything that I keep in my bag, all of that. Like I said, just comment down below if there's anything that I didn't link in the description that you were you're interested in, and I will give you guys the link. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I am so excited for the next couple of vlogs coming up because, like I said, I'm graduating very soon, so it's just gonna be a lot of like wrapping up the semester. Stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on those post notifications. Even though I'm like super busy right now, I feel like a lot of exciting things are coming up, so it's just gonna be the perfect opportunity to start vlogging a lot more now. And of course, I am beyond excited to finally have time to do content more full-time after I graduate. I am gonna be looking for a job still, but I'm also gonna have like way more time than ever to do content, so I'm super excited for the near future. I hope you guys are too, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.